Om Namo Narayana, welcome back. We are reading today the Garbha Upanishad. We will be reading the complete Upanishad today. It's not too long. The body is fivefold in nature, the five elements, existing in the five, depending on the six tastes of food connected with the six qualities. Seven dhatus, three impurities, three yonis of excretion, and four kinds of food. Why say fivefold in nature? The five elements earth, water, fire, wind, and ether. In this body, whatever is hard is of earth, liquid is water, warm is fire, whatever moves about is air and space, enclosed is ether. The function of the earth is to support, water is to consolidate, fire is to see, wind is for moving, ether is to give space for the vital functions. The eyes are used in seeing form, ears for sound, tongue for taste, the skin and nose for touch and smell respectively, genitals for pleasure. Apana is for evacuation of the bowels. The person cognizes through the intellect, wills with the mind, and speaks with the tongue. The sixfold support is the six tastes of food: sweet, acid, salty, pungent, bitter, and astringent. Sagja, Risabha, Gandhara, Panchama, Madhyama, Daivata, Nisada. These are the seven agreeable and disagreeable sounds. White, red, black, smoke-colored, yellow, tawny, and pale white. These are the colors of the seven dhatus, or the primary humors. Why? For Devadatta, there springs up in his mind desire for enjoyment of objects. From relish of food, blood is born, from it is flesh, thence fat, bones, marrow, semen. By the combination of semen and blood the fetus is born. Vital warmth springs up in the womb and the belly. In the seat of the warmth, bile, prana flows, at the proper season ordained by the Creator. The embryo lying in the womb for a day and night is a confused mass. After 7 days it becomes a bubble, after a fortnight a mass, and in a month it hardens. In 2 months develops the region of the head, in 3 months the feet, in the fourth belly and hip, in the fifth the backbone, in the sixth nose, eyes, and ears. In the seventh the embryo quickens with life, and in the 8th month it becomes complete. By the dominance of the father's semen the child becomes male, the mother's female. When equal, a eunuch. If at the time of impregnation the parents are agitated, the child will be blind, crippled, hunchbacked, or stunted in growth. If the couple have vital air trouble, the semen enters in two parts, resulting in twins. In the 8th month, in conjunction with the five vital airs, the jiva gets the capacity to know its past affairs of past births, conceives of the imperishable Atman as Om, through perfect knowledge and meditation. Having known Om, he sees in the body the 8 prakritis derived from it, the 5 elements, mind, intellect, and ego, and the 16 changes. The body becomes complete in the 9th month and remembers its past birth. Actions done and not done flash to him, and he recognizes the good and bad nature of karma. I have seen thousands of wombs, eaten several kinds of food, and sucked many breasts. Born and dead often, I am immersed in grief, but see no remedy. If I can get out of this, I will resort to Sankhya Yoga, which destroys misery and yields liberation. Or I shall resort to Maheshvara, who destroys misery. Or I resort to Narayana, who destroys misery. If I did good and bad deeds for the sake of my dependents, I shall myself be burnt for the deeds. The others, who enjoyed the fruits, shall go away unaffected. The person being squeezed, as it were, by a machine is touched by an all-pervading air and forgets previous births and deeds. Why is the body so called? It is through fires. The Kosthagni ripens all that is eaten. The Darsanagni helps one see color. The Jnanagni is the mind which helps perform good and bad deeds. The Dakshinagni is the heart, Garpatya in the belly, and Ahavaniya in the mouth. The intellect is the performer's consort, contentment is diksha, sense organs are the utensils, head is the jar, hair is the sacred grass, the mouth the interior of the altar, etc. The heart measures 8 palas, tongue 12, bile is 1 prasha, phlegm 1 adhaka, sukla is 1 kudapa, fat 2 prasthas, urine and mala 2 prasthas each, depending upon which is taken in daily. the scripture of liberation expounded by Papalanda ends. Thus is the Garba Upanishad one of the many writings of Hinduism which gives Hinduism the reputation of being scientifically based, because we just had the description of the development of a baby in the womb, and then its revelation of its past lives, which is forgotten once it hits air. And then you have to ask the question, well, why does God have us forget all our past births once we are born? Wouldn't it be way better if we remembered all that stuff? Man, that would cut down on so much spiritual work, wouldn't it? There's questions. But then that relays